By the time that I was 10 years old, I was the oldest of 4 kids. My mom was young, uneducated, and struggling. My father was already deep in the throes of addiction to drugs, alcohol, and a life in and out of jail. It felt like the weight of their world was on my shoulders. It was about that same time that a friend invited me to a week-long summer camp that my parents couldn't afford to send me to. Her parents paid my way. Being at that camp felt like an invitation to put down the weight that I was carrying and to imagine a world beyond my current circumstances. That week at camp, it changed my life forever. And now I find myself at the helm of an organization whose sole purpose it is to give kids just like me the opportunity just like the one that I was given. For over 90 years, Austin Sunshine Camps has provided free overnight camp experiences to over 50,000 youth in Central Texas who either can't afford to go to camp or who are living in the foster care system. For 5 days and 4 nights each summer, they live together in our magical 21,000 square foot lodge, just a stone's throw from Barton Springs Pool. While there, we invite them to put down the weight that they may be carrying and to imagine a world beyond their current circumstances. Now imagine if I told you that you too could pay the way for a kid to go to camp just by hosting your next event in Zilker Park. Our Zilker Lodge rental program is a place for people to meet and celebrate, all while giving back. From 2018 to 2019, we increased rental revenue by 50% just by hiring a full-time staff member to focus on the program. And despite the COVID setback, we're still on track to increase revenue by an additional 39% this year. But we aren't stopping there because we think it's time that all of Austin knows about our hidden gem. With a $75,000 investment in our rental program, we'd be able to hire another full-time staff member, allowing one to focus on ops and one to focus on sales. We'd be able to customize our Salesforce instance as well as invest in the sleek marketing material that our lodge deserves. Now, we've already taken rental capacity from 5 to 42% in the last 2 years, but our scrappy staff is bursting at the seams. With this investment, we'd be able to take capacity to 80% in 3 years and cover a very conservative 30% of our annual budget year after year after year. But most importantly, there are over 40,000 kids in Central Texas who can't afford to go to summer camp. With this investment, we'd be able to invite an additional 400 campers to camp each and every summer. It's hard to imagine where I might be had I not gone to summer camp that year, but it's probably safe to say that I wouldn't be here sharing my story with you. So today I invite you to join me and give kids in our community that same gift that my friends' parents gave me so many years ago. When I started at Sunshine Camps in January of 2018, they had a part-time contractor working the Zilker Lodge rental program. And it was clear very quickly that contractor could not even take the amount of incoming inquiries and the time she was putting into working the rental program. So in August of 2018, we hired a full-time staff who was very able to take in at least all of the incoming inquiries we had for the lodge. That full-time employee is, like I said in my pitch, super scrappy and has a lot of experience with startups. And so she really treated the program like a startup. Did whatever it took, put in a lot of hours, and made sure that we proved that we could make this program work. We gathered a lot of data in that time, and now after a year and a half of being there full time, like I said, we've been able to take it from $60,000 in 2018 to $125,000 in 2019. We're well on track to make over $200,000 in 2020, and we're still only at 42% capacity. In 2020, we'd have about 41% of our earned revenue going straight toward helping kids go to camp. And that's bringing in about a little over $200,000 in 2020. In 3 years, when we reach 80% capacity, we anticipate bringing in about $450,000, and almost 50% will go directly towards sending kids to camp. Yes, 100% of Austin Sunshine campers either qualify for the free or reduced lunch program or they are living in the foster care system. They currently all come from the 5 surrounding counties of Austin. We have about 40% Hispanic, 40% Black. About 70% of our campers come from single-parent households, and about 70% come from families making about $29,000 a year or less. Right now, we have 1 full-time employee completely dedicated to the Zilker Lodge rental program, and we have 8 full-time employees dedicated to Austin Sunshine Camps. There are a few of those full-time employees on the Austin Sunshine Camp side, like myself and our finance and ops manager, who do help with the Zilker Lodge rental program every now and then, but mostly it's 1 full-time employee focused completely on the program. Right now, almost all of our applications either come from word of mouth or community partners like schools. We receive about double the amount of applications than we have money to serve campers. And so typically we choose our campers on a first come, first served basis. As long as they qualify and their application is turned in quickly, then they typically will get a spot in summer camp.